What's up, YouTube? Today's episode is going to be on the newest deluxe box set Toxin, and of course, the Carnage that comes in the Venom Pool wave. And there you see Carnage with a couple of my other Carnages. So today, I'll be getting into the Symbiotes Carnage and Toxin. Alright guys, so today we're going to be getting into this new Carnage, and as you can tell, a lot of things to say about this Carnage, aside from the fact that he's from that Venom Pool wave, and there you see the Venom Pool head sculpt. Just wanted to get into that because that is a very cool Build-A-Figure, and I'll be talking about that in future episodes as well. Also, he comes with a extra head sculpt that you see there. I wanted to show you guys that extra head sculpt because it is a bit different. There you see, usually when you get a Carnage head sculpt, you get that Carnage head sculpt with the mouth more open. Here you see it, of course, a little bit more closed for Carnage. And then, of course, a lot more of that black in the front of the face head sculpt. And one thing that I really liked about this Carnage is the way they made the Symbiote Effect. Of course, if you're looking at the Symbiote Effect, they made that symbiote kind of like pop out of the actual figure. So you can tell that, I mean, this Carnage is just really OP. I like the fact that in the head sculpt, they made it, instead of making it just a more of a red color, they kept it a lot more of that solid black in the front. There you see the very cool white swirl on the forehead. And then, of course, the eyes are smaller on the face that you can tell there. Of course, on that head sculpt, the eyes are just very small compared to the normal last Carnages that have been dropped there. Of course, you see one of my Carnage. And you could tell on that head sculpt how the eyes are just so much bigger. So just wanted to show that off. By the way, the figure that you're looking at over here, that's Toxin. So I don't want you guys to confuse that. And then here, of course, that's the Carnage that I was talking about, where you can tell that there's a bit of that black, but more of that white for the eyes that you see, because the eyes are a lot larger. So back to this Carnage that you see here, guys. I really like the job that they did with it. One thing that I noticed is the port in the back of this Carnage. So I want to go ahead and turn them around real quick. If you notice there, you can see a little bit more of that symbiote radiating from the back. And they kind of, instead of doing just a regular port, they almost did like a backpack feel for this one, where you can tell that the backpack is on the back there. I don't know if you guys can get a good look at that, but just wanted to show you that it does get plugged into the back, and it's really cool because it's not as noticeable. I mean, you can see a small kind of lump from the side if you look at it there, but that small lump, of course, is connected to the back, so you can definitely pull out that small port, of course, if you don't want it with the symbiote radiating from the back. But I think it just looks really cool, man. This Carnage is a really well done figure. I really like this Carnage a lot. Notice in the feet how you get a little bit more of that black coming out. And of course, Carnage can shape shift different weapons out of his hands, and of course has an unlimited amount of webbing that he can shoot at any time from his feet and hands. So just wanted to show how this Carnage looks like. Obviously, for those of you that don't know Carnage, Carnage is known as Cletus Cassidy, and he's a complete psychopath, but he is pretty cool when it comes to just how powerful he is. When it takes Venom and Spider-Man a lot of time to take you down, then you know you're extremely powerful. But we'll be getting into the next figure that I want to talk about, and that figure is the son of Carnage called Toxin. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more detail. There you see a little bit of that symbiote coming out from the side of the legs there, almost like around the calves. That's coming out from the back of that calf. And then here you see it coming out from the front of that leg there. And it just looks really cool. Love the fact that they made the symbiote pop out more, almost like a rigidy feel when you touch the figure. And of course, just wanted to show you how that looks like. And also in the hands, it's not a solid red. Usually when you get the Carnage hands, they come in that solid red. Here you get a little bit more of that black and red in the hands, which reminds me of the Carnage that I have here in that solid black. Of course, in the hands, you get larger, kind of like that Carnage effect in the hands. So just wanted to show off a couple of my Carnages. By the way, this is from the Spider-Man Classics. The Carnage that you guys are looking at over here, that Carnage is from Marvel Select. One of the first Carnages to be dropped by Marvel Select. And then, of course, here you see an amazing Carnage. And like I said, I really like this Carnage here. As you can tell, just this Carnage is from Marvel Select, and it comes with a ton of accessories. There you see the shape-shifting hands that you can add, those attachments that you can add. And of course, here you get 2 head sculpts. So I wanted to go ahead and show that off. Of course, here you see Carnage. And as you can tell in this Carnage, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, the lining is more like part of the scale, not really coming out. That symbiote lining is not really coming out of the body, as to opposed to this new Carnage where you can just tell, man, that symbiote is just popping out. And they just gave it such a cool effect. I believe you can interchange some of the pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like real quick as well. I'm going to go ahead and interchange some of these pieces so you guys can take a better look at this new Carnage from the Venom Pool Build-A-Figure wave. All right, guys. So I went ahead and interchanged the hands, as you can tell there. I just wanted to show off the last Carnage that was dropped by Marvel Legends Hasbro from the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure wave. And there you see the Cletus Cassidy head sculpt. So just wanted to show that off. And then, of course, I went ahead and added the hand that comes with the newest Carnage here. And, of course, looking at this Carnage, I took the shape-shifting hand that comes with my last Carnage that you see on the side here and went ahead and added that shape-shifting hand with the axe to make it look so cool. I think it looks really, really cool. And there you can tell, by looking at it, he means business. So just wanted to say that you guys can definitely add the interchangeable pieces, even the interchangeable head sculpts, if you guys want to go ahead and put that Cletus Cassidy head sculpt. As you can tell there, let me go ahead and show that off. You can go ahead and interchange that Cletus Cassidy head sculpt with the Carnage head sculpt that you see here. So this is the newest Carnage out from the Venom Pool Build-A-Figure wave. Guys, so here we have the newest deluxe box set Toxin, and this Toxin is just so massive, guys. This Toxin is a lot bigger in scale than the original Toxins that you see here. Of course, this one is from the Spider-Man Classics. This Toxin that you guys are looking at there is from the Spider-Man Classics. Just wanted to mention that. And then, of course, the Toxin over here is from Marvel Legends Hasbro. So just wanted to show that out. That was one of the first Toxins that came out from Marvel Legends Hasbro. And then, of course, the Deluxe box set Toxin. So much to talk about. One is the massive head sculpt that you see there. Love the head sculpt. Love what they did. There you see a bit of that yellow eye in that red and black face paint. Of course, you can tell that that eye is coming out a bit from that black, and you see still a little bit of red behind that yellow in the eye. Also, one thing that I really like is the actual features that you see there. Of course, there you see the teeth that are coming out, and it's just looking so massive. And a green tongue. That green tongue looks really crazy. There you can tell inside that mouth there's that green that they added. And then, of course, those sharp teeth in the front of the head sculpt. Just wanted to show that off. And then, of course, more of that black for the eye. But on the inside, you can see the yellow eye. So just wanted to show that real quick. And a little bit more of that green coming out almost from like the gum line. If you can tell there, there's a little bit more of that green, and it goes all the way up into that red there. So just wanted to show that. Not bad at all. I actually really like this Toxin. I like what they did with the color pattern. There you see it goes from that red and it starts almost fading into that, or transitioning into that black. And of course, just a massive scale. Definitely more of that Monster Venom kind of feel that you get with the scale, as far as the scale wise. And then of course in the hands, you can tell by the arms here, it's going directly from that red into that black. And there you see the hands with the sharp claw-like hands that he has. Toxin is known to be one of the strongest symbiotes. Just wanted to mention that, but this definitely adds on, man. This figure, they definitely got it really, really true to what he is. He is one of the strongest symbiotes. He's also known as the son of Carnage. So just wanted to mention that. And then here you see a lot more of that symbiote effect. There you see all that red coming out, and you could even see kind of like the symbiote taking shape. There you see a little bit of the teeth there coming out from the back of the symbiote, almost like a plant-like structure coming out. And you see there the teeth and even a tongue, I believe, coming out from that symbiote. So it's so cool what they did with it. One thing that I noticed is, if you notice, that back portion actually comes out. The full back comes out. And then of course there's a bunch of ports that you plug into the back to give that symbiote feel. There's two ports, one on the very top that you see there, and then of course another one on the lower bottom. And those ports actually get these plugged in to give that symbiote effect. And then once those are plugged in, the top and the bottom part, you can plug even two more ports for that symbiote effect. So just wanted to let you guys know there's like 4 different effects that go into that back. So just wanted to show that off real quick. But I mean, it looks so massive. Even from a distance, you can tell that symbiote effect is just really, really epic. And then I just wanted to show him off a bit more. But this is the newest Marvel's Toxin from the Deluxe box set. And of course, this is the son of Carnage. He is a force, by the way, extremely strong. And if you ask me, probably one of the strongest symbiotes, period, in the Marvel universe. So just wanted to show that off. And of course, I'll go ahead and show these guys off as well. There you see my Toxin. Definitely not as massive in scale as the newest Toxin. And then, of course, here you have my other Toxin from the Spider-Man Classics, which I still really, really like this Toxin a lot. I like what they did with the effects of the actual ridges of that symbiote coming out. And then, of course, they went more into that black and a little bit of that red up top, but it just looks really cool. I still like my Spider-Man Classics Toxin. Just wanted to mention that. And then here you have, of course, the newest Toxin from Marvel Legends Hasbro Deluxe box set. All right, guys, just wanted to show real quick that Venom Pool head sculpt in a little bit more detail. There you see a little bit of the stitching on the head sculpt. And of course, that Venom Pool head sculpt just looks epic, like the whole sharp teeth that you see there with the purple tongue. Really, really epic. And it fits pretty good on the Toxin scale that you see there, guys. So just wanted to let you guys know you can definitely customize that head sculpt as well. I would actually try to go with more of that paint scale that you see on the upper torso to match the head sculpt. And then, of course, you could have a customized Venom Pool, but looks really epic, man. Like the whole head sculpt of that Venom Pool, and definitely going to show you guys that Venom Pool Build-A-Figure very soon with some of my customized Venoms. But this is the newest episode on Carnage and Toxin, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe, hit that bell for the next notification, and definitely hit us with a like. I'm G Infinite. Peace out, YouTube.